Before this video ends, you're going to realize something uncomfortable, not because you're weak or lazy or behind, but because you've been living without the habits that make success inevitable. Right now, without noticing, you're choosing between being like everyone else or becoming the rare 1% who actually change their lives. Most people will click away here, but the one who stays is the one who's ready to grow. Let me tell you something the world never says out loud. You're not failing because you're not talented. You're failing because you've ignored the habits that build greatness. The first habit the 1% follow is doing things even when they don't feel like it. Everyone else waits for motivation, waits for the right moment, waits to feel ready. But the top 1% know motivation comes after action, not before it. Every time you take action without feeling like it, you train your mind to obey discipline instead of emotion. The second habit is obsessive consistency, not perfection. Most people quit because they don't see immediate results, but the 1% understand that tiny daily effort compounds into massive change. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. The third habit is protecting their environment. You become the people you're around, and the 1% choose to surround themselves with ambition, growth, and accountability. When they don't have those people, they build that environment through books, videos, mentors. The fourth habit is creating more than consuming. While 99% of people scroll endlessly, the 1% build, write, think, produce. They don't just observe the world, they shape it. The fifth habit is choosing hard things on purpose. While most people avoid discomfort, the 1% run toward it because they know discomfort is the birthplace of growth. Every difficult task makes you stronger and more capable for the next challenge. The sixth habit is refusing to negotiate with their goals. They don't wake up debating whether they should work. They follow through because it's their identity. When you keep promises to yourself, your confidence becomes unshakable. The seventh habit is knowing exactly what they want. Most people drift, hoping life will fall into place, but the 1% have clarity. They define success, identity, goals. When your identity shifts, your habits follow automatically. The eighth habit is working in silence. They don't seek validation. They quietly build until their results make noise. People call it luck, but you'll know it was discipline. The ninth habit is radical responsibility. While the 99% blame circumstances, parents, friends, or the past, the 1% take ownership, not because everything is their fault, but because responsibility gives them power. Blame keeps you stuck. Responsibility sets you free. But the most important habit of all, the one that decides everything, is doing the next right step, even when life feels heavy, even when progress is invisible. The top 1% don't win because they're smarter. They win because they refuse to stop. Small steps compound. Every day you show up, the gap widens. Every moment you choose growth over comfort, you leave average behind. You don't become the 1% overnight. You become it slowly, quietly, painfully, and then suddenly. Your life changes the moment you stop waiting and start becoming. And if you're still watching this, you're already different. Most people clicked away, but you stayed, which means the 1% is calling your name. This is your moment. Start the habits, break the pattern, and become the person you know you can be. Be the 1%, not someday, but today.